Wow, I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but after all that sightseeing, I've worked up an appetite. Let's check out some of the menus and see what Memphis has to offer. Over the years, you can say Memphis has become a huge melting pot, both from a cultural standpoint and a culinary standpoint. Whether you want to go Greek, sample some sushi, taste some Thai, feel like French, have your eye on Italian, Jones for Japanese, hanker for some home-style Southern, or crave Cajun, chances are you'll please your palate here in Memphis. We've become famous for five-star restaurants and international cuisine. But above all, Memphis is known the world over for, say it with me,
barbecue!
Barbecue!
Barbecue! Barbecue!
Whether you like your ribs wet or dry, or your pork chopped or pulled, nobody does barbecue like Memphis does barbecue. And nowhere is that more evident than the International Memphis in May Festival, featuring the Beale Street Music Festival, the Sunset Symphony, and of course, the pinnacle of all pork competitions, the World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest, where hundreds of teams compete for tens of thousands of dollars in prizes and bragging rights for Best in Show, or is that Best in Slow cooking, that is. For more information on Memphis dining or the Memphis in May Festival, please check out our website at memphistravel.com. With so much to see and do in Memphis, you might be wondering, what's the best way to get around town? Well, one way to see the sights in style is to take the trolley. The Memphis Area Transit Authority, or MATA, provides one of the most unique transportation experiences for visitors and residents alike. Hopping on board one of these vintage trolley cars will not only remind you of the days gone by, it will allow you to see some of the most outstanding sights in downtown Memphis, all at a bargain price. You can check out a complete list of trolley routes and schedules at matatransit.com or call 901-274-MATA. Of course, Memphis has a wide variety of public transportation and tour options available. But if you want to get an up-close and personal look at what Memphis has to offer, why not do a little horsing around? Checking out Memphis from the back of a horse-drawn carriage is truly a memorable experience. And it's the perfect way to add a touch of class, culture, and nostalgia to your time here in our fair city. As you relax to the clip-clomping sounds through the downtown area, you'll catch a spectacular view of the mighty Mississippi River. And that might inspire you to channel your inner Mark Twain and charter a trip with Memphis riverboats. What better way to embrace the culture of Memphis and marvel at the second longest river in the U.S., the Missouri is the first, than by boarding an authentic paddle wheel boat and go cruising through history. On this incredible journey, you'll see why Memphis is called the Bluff City. Hear the heroic story of Tom Lee. The park named for him is just minutes away. And for a time, you might feel you're 1,000 miles away in Memphis, Egypt, as you drift by one of the most recognizable skyline sites in the country, the Pyramid. The Riverboat Cruise takes about an hour and a half, and you can learn more about travel times and prices by going online to memphisriverboats.net or memphistravel.com. When you talk about Memphis history, you have to talk about the Peabody Hotel and one of the most time-honored traditions in Memphis, the Peabody Duck March. Every day at 11 a.m., these fine feathered friends waddle down from their duck palace high atop the Peabody to march down a red carpet and delight guests all day long by splashing in this stunning Italian marble fountain. At 5 p.m. on the dot, the Mallard March reverses itself as the plumed Peabody patrons head back upstairs to retire for the night. They're just part of the colorful history of the Peabody Hotel. And the hotel is just part of a revitalized downtown. Let's check out a few more stops you might want to add to your tour. Nothing says the South quite like the Center for Southern Folklore. The mission of this nonprofit organization is to preserve, defend, and protect the music, culture, arts, and rhythms of the South. Well, mission accomplished. Through film, audio recordings, and exhibits, the folks at the Center for Southern Folklore are making sure that future generations have a permanent reminder of Southern past. And it's not just about the displays. Oh no, Southern heritage is kept alive and well here, with galleries showcasing current artists, a cafe that pulsates with performances of blues, soul, and jazz music, and a Labor Day weekend event like no other, the Memphis Music and Heritage Festival. For more information, check out southernfolklore.com or head over to memphistravel.com. Part of the rich history of the South, and of course Memphis, was the cotton industry, which not only affected business worldwide, but music and culture as well. You can hear all about it in the Cotton Museum at the Memphis Cotton Exchange, restored to its 1939 glory and ready to fascinate you and your family. For tour information, check out memphiscottonmuseum.org. And if you're in the mood for something funky, something outlandish, something downright eclectic, then A. Schwab Dry Goods Store is the place for you. And don't let the name fool you. While the only remaining original business on Beale Street is still a throwback to a bygone era, it is also morphed into one of the most curious of curio shops in the country. Their motto is, if you can't find it at Schwab's, you're better off without it. Not only can you find some of the most reasonably priced souvenirs around, you can also check out some cool clothes, kitchen items you just can't do without, knickknacks, tchotchkes. You can even come across some items of interest for the Advent antique lover. And with your spare change, you can even get some candy on the way out. A. Schwab is just one of the many businesses right here along the pathway that is immortalized in story and song. Beale Street, the heart and soul of Memphis.